So I think we're almost like a minute off going off live. You got any jet lag rolling at all, Chase? Or are you pretty good with the time zone thing?
No, not too much. I was able to, sleep a lot on the plane and wake up here, which is pretty good. So I haven't been too bad. It's been nice.
Did you watch any movies or just sleep?
A couple. I watched what did I watch? Obviously wasn't good enough. I can't remember, but I watched a couple and then I slept for most of it.
Yeah, nice. I'm pretty sure the audio is good. We're bang on 8:30. If someone can just let me know that the audio is cool. You've just come off the track. That's your promo car that you have, and that is the Speedway Australia tent behind. Thanks very much to Tom for helping to be our camera guy. And that is where we're going to be doing the Speedweek launch with a couple of information points as well on Friday around about 1:30. So if you're going to be at the Balo 500, we'd love you to drop over and
Yeah.
check that out and come over and meet Chase because we'll be doing some driver intros and things like that. And we've got a cool announcement to make as well. So Chase Randall, great to have you back in Australia, mate. I know you briefly ran back at Avalon and you had a really good turnout at Easy Print with a good turnout for a brand new sponsor. You must be excited, mate.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm always, really excited to represent Brant this year, and hopefully in the future as well. And I'm really excited to have them come on board and represent them well. Each place we go, and really we're just proud to have a good amount of people behind us supporting our racing down here and our goals and expectations.
You've had an incredibly busy year, Chase. You've been in and out of so many cars. Have you kept a account of how many teams you've driven for this year?
I mean, not off the top of my head, I think it's like three or four, maybe five teams, different teams, but it's been really cool. I feel like getting to at the end of the year, get around with different people and learn a bit from different people and to kind of see how different people work. So I really enjoyed it, and always loved racing sprint cars as well. So it's been really cool.
You pretty well raced from the West Coast to the East Coast and right through the Midwest as well in America. Did you get to race at home much in Texas at all?
No, I actually didn't. We were supposed to race in Texas only a couple times at the beginning of the year, but everything got canceled, unfortunately. But I never got to go home or actually, no, remember it. I raced in Texas Motor Speedway at the end of the year. I just remembered for the Beaver Drill and Tool team, and I had a good time there. So that was the one time I did actually. But it had a decent results, but not the greatest. So it wasn't then didn't shine out like out of the blue, but it was all right.
I mean, it's hard, it's not hard to understand why you would be a little bit confused, mate, because you did a ton of races, both in 360 and 410.
Yeah, definitely.
The Adelaide event obviously is what's on everybody's lips at the moment. You just came off and practiced. How many laps did you do? It's 343 meters or something like that. So it's a pretty much a quarter mile. What's it been like?
Yeah, I mean it's super super small. I feel like it's super small. We run a really quick lap times. I feel like for how quick small the track is, and it's super super flat as well. So it's really tricky to get a hold of. But we made three or four sessions there earlier this evening, and made progress each one and did really well. So I feel like it gave us a huge head start into tomorrow, hopefully, and into this big weekend.
Is your dad goofing off by any chance right now? Am I getting a bit of an idea that dad is messing around with go-karts and things right now if Tom swings that camera around?
Yeah, they're all checking it out. I know something we don't really have too much at home, so it's pretty cool. Wade, it's dinner time.
Well, is it technically, John, are you allowed to have chicken right now? Because, it has been a track session, and I know what you guys are like with no chicken on race day.
No, no, still not having that stuff, but I think we're going to enjoy a nice steak dinner here, in the evening in Adelaide. So I'm really looking forward to that one really quickly.
All right, well, tell him to leave you alone. We're doing promo here. Um,
Yeah.
what is the track like? Is it hooky? Is it skatey? Like, how do you see the next two nights playing out?
Well, I mean, based on tonight, it was really slick, and got pretty wide there at the end of the practice session. But it was like glass slick. So I'm curious to see how they're kind of play into it. With the track prep wise starting it out, and hopefully get a handle on it here. I think the track guys did an awesome job for our practice night tonight for the first time on the track. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they can do, and we put on good racing.
As much as you said that it's pretty slick, I see T-Mez got a bit of traction. A couple of good wheelies from him earlier today.
Yeah, he did. That was pretty cool. He came by the trailer earlier and we were talking about it, and he said he's really giving them a show just for the media day, trying to, show them how cool the sprint cars could be. And, just on a track like this in Adelaide, in the middle of a cricket pitch is pretty cool.
It's amazing you even know what a cricket pitch is, Chase. That's probably I mean, in a very short space of time, Australia has become very familiar to you in many ways, but this is one of the most unique things that you'll have done.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I've never done something like this in my career, and just to be a part of maybe a once in a lifetime event, I'm really fortunate to be here, and with great supporters behind me. To be at a big event like this is awesome.
You're going to get to see a bit of supercar racing as well, and stadiums, super trucks, and all sorts of stuff. So the event, the Velo 500, is huge. This is a massive thing for sprint car racing. Can you imagine something like this happening in America at a big NASCAR race?
I mean, maybe it's always a possibility. I think I feel like at the moment right now, it's just with how big the national series are in America, it's hard to do that to get everything involved with a big event like this. But I think for Australia, at least, though, when they're trying to progress like that, I feel like it's to get it at a event like this with so many people and to get a lot of new eyes on it is huge. I think for the step in the future.
Yeah, I mean, the spectacle of having sprint cars on any surface, on any size, is still epic. And as you know, in America, Chase, America will race on anything, anywhere, inside or outside. So this concept is nothing new to Americans.
Yeah, of course. I try. I mean, in my head, I'm trying to imagine kind of where you could do something like this in America. But I feel like there could always be something like that. But there's a lot of stuff that goes involved to it. So I'm actually really impressed with Speedway Australia and how much is gone into this. And I'm really, like I said, glad to be a part of the big event.
Did you have many people turn out today just to watch practice?
What do you say?
Did you have many people today just to turn out and watch practice?
Um, there was a couple, but I think most of them were just a few fans, but most were just race teams and guys on the team. But hopefully tomorrow, I'm really looking forward to seeing how big the crowd can be in the turnout because I think you can't really, like I said, this is a once in a lifetime thing, so it's going to be hard to miss it.
There's elite teams, mate. You're racing against the best teams in Australia. There's no doubt about that, from the West Coast and the East Coast. So you've got all the heavy hitters there.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's here. I mean, I feel like it's the 40 of the best guys, and from Australia and America. So I'm just glad we get to showcase how cool sprint cars can be, and hopefully put on a good show for them.
Speaking of how cool sprint cars can be, you must be really excited about the new Tolma Speedway, which is basically Peevely, I-55 in South Australia. I don't know how much you've seen of that track, but we're really excited about it on Speedweek.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. We actually, we made a stop on our way this morning.
I thought you would have.
Here at Border Town and got to walk out on the track and kind of see it and see how banked it really was. I mean, watching all the videos, I got a good idea, but once you're there, it truly takes it away because you can only do so much on the video on the phone. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting racing there, and I'm really excited to look for Australia. Like I said, it's a huge step in the right direction, and I think there'll be some cool events there as well.
This is your third visit with us. Your first speed week was pretty hectic. Second one, you were fast, but just not lucky. It'd be nice to be able to put that luck and that speed together this year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think for the past 2 years we learned so much, and just being at the tracks and taking everything in has been a huge learning curve, especially for me. It just puts me places. So, like I said, for the third time we can get back there. Hopefully we can put everything that we learned all together and have a little bit of luck on our side and make something happen. I feel like.
So which partners have you brought with you from America, mate? I know you have CSI with you no matter what you do. Have you got a few relationships that you've brought over again this year to work with the Australian team?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we have Way with Kaiser Wheels, who I've been with most of my whole career, and AL Driveline. Aaron Long has been a huge supporter of me the past couple, on the sprint car side, as well as Garrett with CSI Shocks, who's been with us my whole career again. So a lot of these long-term relationships that we like to have are always so supportive me when I go to other places like that. So it's really glad to be part of with good guys.
What do you remember about the tracks that you raced in Speed Week the last couple of years, Chase? Do you have a favourite out of the group of tracks, with Mount Gambier and Warrnambool and, of course, Avalon and Murray Bridge and now with Tolma? But do you have any memory specifically of Speed Week?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've had several good runs the past couple of years. I feel like I always have really good success at Mount Gambier. I feel like that's one of my top favorites here in Australia. It always races really nice, and I just have a lot of fun there. As well as Wimbledon. I haven't had that much speed week luck there. I feel like I've been really quick, but haven't made anything happen. But I've been faster in the past as well. So, Warrnambool and Mount Gambier for sure are my top favorites.
I have a really funny story of your mum. She was sitting on the hill at Mount Gambier and she was drinking soup because, as you know, Mount Gambier is famous at the track for its soup. And I remember thinking, oh my God, she's drinking chicken and vegetable soup and she doesn't realize. She said, it's all right, I got that covered. And she'd picked out all of the chicken and
Yeah,
put it in the top of the on the cup lid. I was like, wow, she is really a thing. You guys have two fantastic Bush's chicken outlets and you don't eat chicken on race day. Yeah, there you go. Good work, Tom. Like, how do you manage that? You must sometimes go, oops, I forgot or I didn't realize. Have you ever been caught where you did eat chicken?
no, I mean honestly, it's just something that we've always done my whole life. So it's just it's always ingrained in our mind. Basically, you just know when it becomes race day, it's just off the menu for sure. You don't even look at it.
Yeah, I guess so. I
It's
guess
crazy.
so. How long are you in Australia for, mate? When do you head back? Are you going home in between now and Speed Week, or how does that all work? Because Dad's got a 50th coming up, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he doesn't like to talk about it, but he does. So I'll go. I head home after this weekend. For a couple of weeks, we'll go on a cruise for my dad's birthday, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I've never been on a cruise before, so I'm really excited and get some relaxing vacation after our long year, and then just a couple of days later head back here and start preparing everything for Speed Week, and let's say the races after that.
I'm really excited to have you back, mate. It's tremendous to have Brant Australia on board, which is a global company, Canadian. They have influence in America and, of course, here in Australia as well. And I'm super excited to see them pair up. You had a huge turnout at Easy Print last weekend. You must have been really thrilled with the amount of people that showed up.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, just like I said, showcase my car and a couple of others was really cool, and to see all the people and talk about introduce some who haven't seen the sprint cars before, introduce it to them, and kind of talk about it, and where we race at, and kind of what was on our schedule, and meet a few of the brand employees as well, and everyone a part of that is really cool, and I was really thankful to be able to have the opportunity to do that.
You do a great job, mate. I know that Dad's chomping at the bit. He wants steak. We all know that steak in Australia is different to steak in Texas. We all know it's different. I
Of
won't say it's better or worse. It's just different. Thanks so much for your time, mate. It was great to see you get some laps today, and it's going to be an incredible event tomorrow and Friday night. So please make sure you talk it up. Good work, Tom, on giving us a bit of a look at the hotline. It does look fantastic. So please be positive about this amazing NAPA Sprint Car Invitational. It's a huge opportunity for our sport. Chase, have a great dinner tonight, mate. Looking forward to catching up with you over the next couple of days. And on Friday at 1:30 at that stand where you're standing, we're going to officially launch Speed Week. And we've got some pretty exciting announcements coming up as well. So looking forward to seeing you then, mate. Have a great night tonight, and thanks for your time.
Thank you. Good talking with you, Wade.
You too, mate. As always, the quickest chicken, an amazing guy. You can hang up if you want, Tommy. Massive thanks to the team for doing that for us. And thanks also to Tom Reed for helping to coordinate that for us. So just if you're going to be at the event at Adelaide on Friday at 1:30, come to the Speedway Australia stand and see how we're going to put on a bit of a soft launch and a couple of significant announcements about what's happening with Speed Week as well. And I just got a message too. Hello, Jack Lee. Good to see you tuned in as well. And also Darren Walker and people like that. Also, Tolma does have one more event coming up where it's going to run sedans and juniors and things like that and wingless just to get themselves in the groove before we kick things off on the 27th. So Sprintcar Speedweek, some big announcements coming up on Friday. Hope you can join us then. December 26th at Murray Bridge, 27th at Tolma, 28th at Borderline, then the 30th at Avalon, and the 1st at Premier Speedway Warrnambool. We've got some very cool things coming up to tell you about. Hope you all have a great night. P.S. Be safe and be positive as much as you possibly can over the next couple of nights. We really need this event to be spectacular, and who knows, we might even see sprint cars at Bathurst one day with a similar kind of arrangement. Have a great night, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in, and share this if you could as well. I'd love to get Chase some love. Also, his major partners in Brant and those kind of folks as well. Looking forward to seeing you over the next couple of days, everybody. Good night.